Hi, we are discussing the strategy for the chapter Introduction to Economy and Microeconomics. Look, in this chapter we need to do topics like what's a demand curve, what's a supply curve, what are multiple type of goods, what are different sectors of economy. So these are the important topics from this chapter. If we talk about the prelims part, if we talk about strategy of this chapter and the prelims part, in the prelims in the last 12 years, 6 questions have come up. But the importance is that in the last 6 years, 5 questions have come up. So the relative importance of this chapter is increasing in the recent past. And interestingly, in 2024, 2 questions came up. The 2 questions were from working capital and what is working capital, fixed capital, and what are some activities were given, and we need to classify them into multiple sectors of the economy. Both these questions could be solved through normal logic. If someone knew what is the primary sector, secondary sector, he would be able to solve that question. And working capital, fixed capital, you won't be getting what's the definition of working capital, fixed capital in your notes or in books, but through logic you could handle that question. Similarly, in 2023 there was a question on intangible investment. Again, tangible investment, intangible investment, you won't be getting this in reference books, you won't be getting in like NCRTs or study materials of coaching institutions. But it could be handled through normal logic. Then before that, the questions have come from what is the real sector, what are multiple type of goods, inferior goods, complementary goods. So these type of questions had come. The question was long time back, a question was there on what's a capital augmenting process, what's a labor augmenting process. These type of questions have come. Now, how to approach these questions can be handled in the exam through logic, through normal applying economic logic. You can handle these questions. Now, if I talk about how to prepare for this type of questions, you don't need to read the 11th class microeconomics books for this. No, it's too much for probably 1 or 2 questions. Right? One more question was there, also opportunity cost, but again, through logic you could handle that thing. So don't have to read microeconomics for it. So how to handle it? Look, before prelims, multiple coaching institutions, they bring up their test series. In those test series, there is always 1 or 2 tests regarding the chapter of Introduction to Economics and Microeconomics. So do those questions in the test series from multiple test series, and that will be good enough for you. Alright, if I talk about the mains part, in the last 12 years, not a single question has come from this chapter in the mains part. So the importance is very, very high for the prelims, nothing for the mains. We'll be doing this chapter only for the prelims perspective. From the prelims perspective, we'll be reading it from that perspective, and we won't be doing anything from the mains perspective. Alright, yeah, thank you.